We live in a country where when the minute you talk about innovation, you talk about mechanization, before you know it, there are strikes happening in your organization. That's our reality. That is our real reality. We operate in environments where once we finish mining there, the communities that once really dependent on mining, there's no more future for them. And therefore, the question for me is, how do we, in that environment, take advantage of these new technologies? And for us, these are the challenges I think we all need to look at. By focusing on the individual, one can deploy these tools in such a way that one can actually start transforming those individuals within the workplace. One of the things that we are looking at right now in terms of how we want to reskill the individual is looking at augmented reality in terms of how you train the people. Because by doing that, what you are beginning to do is to enable them to actually experience something which otherwise they may not know of, in a way that as part of that, they are learning new skills. Because in doing this, what you are able to do is transform that worker to a worker that is multi-skilled. Business in itself has to start saying, I do know that some of these technologies will actually be able to displace my people, and therefore, how do we actually also use the technology to bridge the gap of enabling those who are going to be displaced from the workforce to actually benefit by giving them new skills? As South Africans, part of our biggest challenge, if we really care and we really love this country and we want to have a future for this country and a future for our children and our grandchildren, is how we can actually utilize this thing in a different way that we can say with it, we can liberate ourselves from poverty. We can create new economies. We can create a prosperous South Africa. The tools are here. And the tools are going to get better. It's really going to depend on our ingenuity. Because if we can imagine it, we can create it. That I'm sure. And that is something that should be our mission. Because if we don't do it, it's ghastly to think of what can happen going into the future.